Another important feature inside the connector editor is understanding how we have the ability to take our locks and ride them up or down giving connectors a specific distance. Normally as a default, PractiCAM will start a lock and stop a lock exactly where the new connector begins. For example, here we have our test slip and drive, which was exactly 1 inch big. If we go into a takeoff and take a look at one of these blanks in the flat, we can see here as we analyze our Pittsburgh lock that it stops exactly where our slip and drive connector begins. Notice here, this is our test slip and drive, a 1 inch allowance. Now imagine we would like this Pittsburgh lock to ride up the connector at ½ inch, or have any lock that we apply with the same connector ride up the connector a ½ inch, or maybe down a ½ inch. We can adjust them accordingly in our lock editor. Notice right here how we have the 4 sides to our test slip and drive. You can see here how we have a red and blue line on either side of the allowance. By clicking on these lines, you will get values for male and female. If we would like to ride this lock up the connector, say a 1/4 inch, we can type in a 1/4 inch for the male or female. Press enter, you can see the changes apply. We'll do the same thing to this blank. Let's say a 1/4 inch for both male and female. Now I'm going to save this. Now we've only done it to one blank. You will notice this blank does not have any notch up. Either do the other two. So now let's go into the takeoff and see these changes applied. You can see here as we click on the blank that had the notch up, as we zoom in, that now the distance of this Pittsburgh lock to the edge of the connector is a 1/4 inch. The total connector here is 75, or 3/4 of an inch. The reason why is we have notched up the male and female side of this blank exactly a 1/4 inch on both sides, male and female. You will notice, however, if we go to another blank, that we did not notch the lock up the connector. So here we have the same distance as we started as a default, which will be exactly 1 inch. We can use our ruler to measure it, and see here we got a ½ inch all the way up to a 1 inch allowance. Here is the 0, 0 line. This will be very important as you design your own connectors.